I'm going live, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going live. Well, we'll take a look at Kurt Angle's personal life and legal issues. We'll go dig deep into his personal life and legal issues. I gotta go dig deep into that. I gotta go dig right deep into Kurt Angle's personal life and legal issues. I know that's helpful. Yeah, we'll dig deep into this shit anyway. No, sick of Wikipedia. I hate Wikipedia. Yeah, I've seen that. Let me just go. Let me jump into this shit. I'm gonna dig deep into his personal life on. I got intermission going on me. Uh, I went through that already. Damn it. Can I just get to this man's. I gotta get to Kurt Angle's personal life. Nope, New Japan. I'll deal with that next. I'll deal with that on the next video. I'll deal with that. That shit already. Let's see what I'm gonna go to. Let the Bruce. We read that shit already. Oh yes, man. Yes, this is what I'm looking for, folks. On. All right, we're kicking this house down. We're kicking this whole door down with this with the personal life of Kurt Angle and his then wife Karen Angle Jarrett, whose real name is Karen Smedley. That's who her real name is, Karen Smedley. Well, she's like an ex wrestling ballet and personality. Well, she used to be the Impact Wrestling Knockouts Division senior vice president. And even though she is Kurt Angle's ex-wife, you know, everybody knows that, and she's current wife of Jeff Jarrett. So let me see if I can go to his man's personal life. I can deep dive it off. Stupid fucking phone keeps fading, man. This piece of shit phone keeps fucking fading. Shit. This fucking phone's faded. We're looking right into Kurt Angle's personal life right now. Read this shit. This is the life of Kurt Angle here. Angle married Karen Smedley on December 19th, 1998. In September 2008, it was reported that Karen had filed for divorce from Kurt. They have 2 children together. A daughter born on December 2nd, 2002, and a son is born on October 26, 2006. In 2010, it was reported that Angle was engaged to actress Giovanna Yanati, a woman 19 years his junior. They have 4 children, 1 adopted. They had their first daughter on January 22nd, 2011. Angle and Yanati were married on July 20th, 2012. He had their second daughter on December 31st, 2012. That's New Year's Eve. Their third daughter was born on November 5th, 2016. It was revealed on June 10, 2019, that Angle and his wife are adopting a son from Bulgaria. Angle is a Christian. He supported Marco Rubio in the 2016 Republican Party presidential primaries. He is a supporter of the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Penguins. In July 2015, Angle underwent emergency surgery to remove fluid buildup on his spinal cord after all his extremities went numb. A week before this emergency, he had a surgery to remove benign tumor from his neck. On March 6, 2007, Sports Illustrated reported that Angle's name was found in a client database of a Florida wellness center suspected of being a front for distributing performance-enhancing drugs. The magazine alleged that Angle had received prescriptions for trenbolone, which was not approved for human use by the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. And now, was it nandrolone and anabolic steroids? Was it anabolic steroids? Yeah, that's what it is, anabolic steroids. Angle responded on his official website. He said that he did not improperly receive prescriptions. What did he did not do? He did not improperly receive prescriptions. It is well documented that in his career, that he had broken a vertebrae in his neck on 5 occasions, and each time the course of treatment was under the care and supervision of his doctors. Any attempt to link him to the athletes in the current news accounts who may have improperly sought performance-enhancing drugs without foundation. Angle never failed a drug test in a day of his life for pain pills. But he did fail a steroid test under WWE's wellness policy. This is wellness policy here, the WWE's wellness policy. Because his prescription for nandrolone had expired. It's dead now. It has an expiration date for nandrolone. They get rid of the drugs. There's legal issues here. In September 2007, Angle was arrested by the Moon Township Police Department. In Moon Township, Pennsylvania, that's far away from where he was born, from the town that he was born in, on a DUI charge. After police received reports of an erratic driver leaving a local bar, Angle was charged with driving under the influence and careless driving after the police traced the description of the car to his home. Angle was later found guilty on those charges. One of the complaining witnesses was unable to corroborate her story. On August 15, 2009, Angle was again arrested by the Moon Township Police Department in Moon Township, Pennsylvania. That is part of the greater Pittsburgh area. His girlfriend stated that she had filed a protection order from abuse, PFA order, and that he was stalking her in the Robinson area. Angle was charged with driving while operating privilege is suspended. Prohibited acts, possession, harassment, and prohibited acts. Hydrotropin, a human growth hormone, was found in his car. Angle maintained that he had a prescription for the drug. On September 15th, a district court judge dropped the harassment, suspended license, and drug charges against Angle. On November 9, 2009, the PFA charges were dropped. After he and former girlfriend, Tranisha Biggers, that's Raka Khan, reached an agreement to avoid contact with one another. On March 25, 2011, Angle was arrested by North Dakota Highway Patrol officers in Thompson, North Dakota. While he was charged with being in control of a motor vehicle while intoxicated after failing a field sobriety test. Angle later pleaded guilty to the charges and was sentenced on April 20th to 1 year unsupervised probation, a chemical dependency evaluation, a $250 fine, and a $225 in court fees, and a 10-day suspended sentence. Angle was arrested on September 4, 2011 by Virginia State Troopers for allegedly driving under the influence. Angle was placed in Warren County Jail before posting $2,000 bail, and he was released in the early morning. And state police revealed that Angle's initial breath test at the scene where he was stopped by police showed a blood alcohol concentration of 0.091%, which was above the legal limit of 0.008%. The test was later ruled not admissible, and when the second test taken at the police station showed a blood alcohol concentration of 0.06, the DUI charge was dropped. Angle was still charged with reckless driving. On November 8, 2011, Angle entered a plea of no contest and was fined $1,500. On August 2, 2013, Angle was arrested by Texas Highway Patrol officers and again charged with driving while intoxicated in Decatur, Texas. Later that same day, Angle announced that he was immediately entering a rehabilitation center. Yeah, he had drug problems all those years. This one go to. Now I gotta go mix this up. Hold on. Let me go mix this up. Looks like I got no choice but to mix this up now. New Japan Pro Wrestling in the 2000s. On February 18, 2007, Angle made his debut in New Japan Pro Wrestling, teaming up with the former IWGP Heavyweight Champion Yuji Nagata to defeat fellow TNA wrestler Travis Tomko and fellow alumnus John Bernard had to be Matthew Bloom. Angle was booked to face Brock Lesnar in a champion versus champion match for the Inoki Genome Federation on June 29, 2007, and defeated him by submission to win the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Angle then challenged Lesnar to an MMA fight on December 19, 2007. Angle defended the IWGP title successfully against a known Japanese wrestler by the name of Kendo Kashin on January 4, 2008. That's after New Year's was finished. Angle made his third successful IWGP Heavyweight Championship defense when he defeated Yuji Nagata at the NJPW Super Show Wrestle Kingdom 2 in Tokyo Dome by forcing Nagata to submit to the ankle lock. On February 17, 2008, Angle lost the IWGP title to the NJPW recognized champion Shinsuke Nakamura. He's now in WWE now. In a unification match, he returned in August during the G1 Climax in two special tag matches with AJ Styles as his main opponent. In those matches, Shinsuke Nakamura, Masahiro Chono became Angle's partners, while Hiroshi Tanahashi and Shinjiro Otani became Styles' partners. Angle's team won both matches. He returned on January 4, 2009 at Wrestle Kingdom 3 in Tokyo Dome in a special 8-man tag match where Kevin Nash, Chono, and Riki Choshu faced Great Bash heel John Bernard, Cole Anderson, Takashi Lazuka, and Tomohiro Ishii. These names. Yeah, that's what names are. These are names that he had to face. Kevin Nash, Chono, and Riki Choshu, Base Great Bash heel, Giant Bernard, Carl Anderson, who's now in WWE, Takashi Iizuka, Tomohiro Ishii, with Angle, getting the win for his team. Angle then went on to defeat Bernard in a singles match at New Japan's ISM tour. In February 15th, after Hiroshi Tanahashi retained the IWGP Heavyweight Championship against Nakamura in the main event, Angle challenged him for the title, which Tanahashi accepted. Tanahashi defeated Angle on April 5th at New Japan's Resolution 09 to attain the title. We'll jump to Lucha Libre AAA. Angle made his debut for the Mexican promotion on August 5th, 2012 at Triple Mania XX, where he teamed up with Jeff Jarrett at Team Dorian Roldan in a hair versus hair match, where they faced Team Joaquin Roldan. Electroshock in a LA park. With the Roldans' hairs on the line, the Electroshock won the match for his team by pinning Angle. Forcing Dorian to have his head shaved bald, humiliating. However, after the match, Angle, Jarrett, and Dorian overpowered the winners and shaved Joaquin bald. There's the indie circuit. On March 20, 2016, Angle competed for UR Fight, going against former rival and fellow WWE alumnus Rey Mysterio in a losing effort in a two-falls match that saw Angle as a heel by using dirty tactics. Angle wrestled for Revolution Pro Wrestling on June 12th, where he defeated Zack Sabre Jr. On August 27. On August 27, Angle lost to Cody Rhodes, who is now back at WWE, at Northeast Wrestling's Wrestling Under the Stars on August 27. In Wappingers Falls, New York, Angle defeated Joe Hendry. It's Joe Hendry. At the October 6th WCPW tapings. On October, what's it? WCPW What Culture Pro Wrestling tapings? Okay. On November 20th, 2016, Angle lost to Joe Coffey. Well, he was in WWE now. At Insane Championship Wrestling's Fear and Loathing IX. On February 12, 2017, Angle defeated Alberto Patron, well, he's in the Indies now, at WCPW's True Destiny in his final match in the United Kingdom. On March 3rd, 2017, Angle appeared for Northeast Wrestling in Connecticut, where he was defeated by Cody Rhodes in a steel cage match. This was his last match on the independent circuit. That's done. Yeah. A lot of stuff you'll see out here. Yeah, it's done. It's all I got, folks. That's all I got. That's all that I got, man. That's all that I ever got, folks. That's all that I ever got. It's all the stuff that Kurt Angle have done. Canadian Cup Championship, we got the, collegiate high school stuff, international AWS stuff, they did, ISHOF there, NAWHOF, the NCAA, we got Olympic Games, USA Wrestling, and all that stuff. Angle had done. Kurt Angle had done them all. You never tell he did them all. Some Olympics, he did that. Junior Freestyle Champion, he did that, ladies. Senior Freestyle Champion, he did those. Hall of Fame, USA Wrestling Hall of Fame. He done those in the early 2000s. Uh, they made him the Baltimore Sun's best worker in the decade. Back in 2010. He was in Cauliflower Alley Club, CAC. He was in the Future Legend Award in 2000, and he was in it. He was the IGF. He was once an IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He was in the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame that's put together from the likes of George Tragos and Luthez. Class of 2012, he was honored in it. He was a special honoree in 2015. Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame. He was in that class last year. PPW. He was a heavyweight champion once. He was a comeback of the year. He was awarded comeback of the year, along with the feud of the year, just like what he did in 2000. Feud of the year he did. He did those. He did one on his own. He was in Feuds of the Year with Triple H. He did one in 2003 with Brock Lesnar. He did Feud of the Year in 2007. That was versus Samoa Joe. You know what I mean? Inspirational Wrestler of the Year in 2001. Match of the Year in 2003. That was with Brock Lesnar. Again, an Iron Man match on SmackDown. That's from one of those summers, probably around the fall that year in 2003. Match of the year, that was versus Shawn Michaels. That's versus Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. Most hated wrestler of the year, that was in 2000. 2003, most popular wrestler of the year. He was the rookie of the year. Among most hated wrestler of the year. Wrestler of the year, he was in it. He was awarded that. SoCal Uncensored. He did a match against Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel. He's now working for AEW. We'll take a look at this picture. Last time you ever seen this picture. Yeah, he's AEW working for them. Tony Khan. That was at UPW. It was at UPW, which used to be a WWE developmental territory. You know what I mean? But it was there. Rick Bassman owned it, so. He was a 6-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion. He held the TNA title. He held the TNA World Heavyweight title like 6 times. He was a tag team champion twice with Sting and AJ Styles. You know what I mean? Sting, who's now with AEW, and AJ Styles, who's still working for WWE. Was a TNA X Division champion once. He was a king of the mountain. I feel it was around 2007, 2009. He was the second TNA Triple Crown champion. He was in the TNA Hall of Fame in 2013. Year-end awards. He was in the TNA's year-end awards. He'd been on it 5 times. Watch in 2007, 2006 time period. Memorable moments of 2006. That was debuting at No Surrender. Feuds of the Year. That was versus Samoa Joe. Again. He's now working for AEW. Match of the year 2007 as versus Sting at Bound for Glory. So you have all this stuff, best gimmick. You have all the 2000 and 2002, 2003. It's 2003 that was best gimmick, best on interviews, best technical wrestler, and Feud of the Year. That starts here. 2002 he had Match of the Year that was with Chris Benoit versus Edge and Rey Mysterio at No Mercy. That was from over 20 years ago. Most improved, most outstanding wrestler in 2001, 2003. In 2002, 2003, he was the Widow's favorite wrestler. Wrestler of the Year in 2002. Wrestler of the Decade. He was the Wrestler of the Decade. Wrestler of Silver Newsletter's Hall of Fame class of 2004. He held the WCW title once. United States Championship once. World Heavyweight title once. WWE Championship like 4 times. Tag Team Champion once. European Champion once. Hardcore Champion once. Intercontinental Champion once. 5th Grand Slam Champion, King of the Ring. 10th Triple Crown Champion, and he was a WWE Tag Team Champion with Chris Benoit, rest in peace. You know, he was in the WWE Hall of Fame over 5 years ago. 5 years ago, he was in the WWE Hall of Fame. So they put him there. It's all the names. It's all the names of people that's there. All the stuff that you see Kurt Angle do. There's notes. It's called this part. There's some stories that's from A and B similarities. There's A in the notes. In May 2002, the WWF was rebranded to WWE after a lawsuit with the World Wildlife Fund. There's B. Angle originally won both tag team championship belts from sole championship holder Samoa Joe. Sting won a four-way match to win the other share of the title, and joined Angle in his reign midway through. And C. Won during the invasion storyline. It's all the stuff that Kurt Angle's doing. That's all the stuff he got. Got all the stuff that's there though. See, you got the stuff that was from 2020. You know what I mean? That was during the COVID-19 thing. They got some stuff about Kurt Angle that was from 2016. There's his profile from 2007. There's more of it from 2019 about him from 2017. This was all over. They got something going on. There's some stuff about the TV reviews. That was from Jason Powell. Yeah, TV review. We had a review on WWE's Raw taping. That was about the Shield's farewell, the Batista and Triple H thing, the Finn Balor Bobby Lashley Intercontinental title matchup. All roads lead to WrestleMania coming out of the WWE Fastlane pay-per-view, which was now a premium live event, which I did not even know of. This was from March 11th of over 3 years ago. That was retrieved from March 12th, 2019. That's already in there. Then this year, it got this man in the ISHOF. That was all retrieved there from like previous March. They naming him the shoot wrestler of all time. That's him doing it. January 2013, they naming him as the greatest shoot wrestler of all time in history. They got the old stuff going on there, European Championship. That archived from that original thing there. That was between June and April of 2012. The 6 superstars have won every active title as follows. There's some archives that's there. There's an archive that came from the original, from between around April 4th, around that time. It got on April 4th of 2015, and it got retrieved around the same date. Beltran, this is from like August 3rd. This is right before Robert Wilson of the Gap Band died. You know what I mean? On August 15th of 2010. See, it says según el quienes son los mejores de la década. Luchas magazine in Spanish. Archived from the original on August 6th, 2010, retrieved on August 5th, 2010. Let's say where are they now stuff here. You got the Where Are They Now at WWE Attitude Superstars. That's from the New York Daily News. Pro Wrestling Great Kurt Angle says matches at Sands Bethlehem Event Center will be among his last and the best. That came from Morning Call. That's retrieved from September of 2016. Hines had this stuff going in October 2017. They said that Kurt Angle is wrestling for WWE on Sunday night for the first time in 11 years, is what they said. That's what they say in the Metro. That was retrieved on November 2017. WrestleMania Orlando, that was all shown throughout the WWE 24 series from late January of 2018. That was for 8 minutes in the WWE Network, which was in the hands of Peacock. It was in the hands of Peacock streaming service network. That was in the hands of Peacock network. Olympic hero pro wrestler Kurt Angle. That's Capstone Press stuff right there. Kurt Angle bio Washington Post. That's retrieved. There's all the stuff there. There's Leanne Angle. That's the obituary of Leanne Angle. That's Kurt Angle's sister, who had passed away in 2003. You know what I mean? That was from the Post Gazette. The Kurt Angle bio. They're referencing from where he was born in 1968. You know, that's December 9th of 1968. That's when he was born. So that got retrieved in March of 2014. They got stuff going about Olympic gold medal stuff going on. They got Kurt Angle. They say about him being this 1996 Olympic gold medal winner. But he was this Olympic gold medal wrestler. They say something about how he signed a multi-year deal with the WWF, even though the WWF is already still WWE now. See, that's what it used to be, which is WWE for life. Still, it used to be WWF. Now the WWF is no more because of lawsuit. No two. They say that Kurt Angle signs a multi-year deal with the company. That's back in like what? It says from the Business Wire in around October '98. I was in high school. With this stuff, where this stuff was already showing and coming out. You know what I mean? I used to be in high school where this stuff was coming out. They got archived from the original that was from the late 2000s, between December and July of that year. From the fall of 2001. The fall of 2001, they had some about Kurt Angle. They have a hardcover of his book. It's True, It's True. They got all the stuff going on. They saying some stuff about how it had a sentence up to 30 years for killing of Olympic wrestler. Oh, you talk about David Schultz, and Kurt Angle's coach. You know what I mean? Who had trained Kurt Angle throughout his younger years. That came from late 90s all the way to the late 2000s. My superhero thing happening. That's like a book that's coming out. I don't know what happened to it. Facebook fan, all the stuff is all shown. Accolades are all within this long list. There's a long list of stuff right here. See, the rise and fall of ECW. That was like off the record. See, that was out on DVD, so I kept that DVD. Yeah, Kurt Angle on the off the record show with Michael Landesberg. Was Michael Landsberg? That was from TSN. So let me show you about Michael Landsberg. That show was been out for years. They put Kurt Angle. They put him in his homecoming WWE 24 series. That was in like 2017 at that time. The late 2010s, it's a 10-11 minutes special based on on Kurt Angle wanting to return to WWE. So the WWE Network already had their hands on it. You know what I mean? But it was owned by none other than Peacock. Okay, we got from Matt Terrain. It says something about how WWE has their amateur and pro wrestling connection. All this long list of stuff. The WWA in association with the WWF. This is from like around the summer of '98. The ankle stage jack match. That's from SummerSlam Fest. That's all shown. They got one from Carlton Graham. Graham Carlton. Stone Cold Podcast that's been shown. 2015. All this PWI shit. This is one before China had passed away. If they only knew, that's the book that just kind of came out. That's based on China. This is before her death in 2016. Her book just came out. All the books that came out and results, all that stuff. It's all throwback stuff from all the WrestleManias that they all just came through. Well, let's go in. About to ride. All right, that's all I ever got. That's all I got with Kurt Angle's personal life, legal issues and shit of that nature. That his appearance in the Indies and all that, and went to Mexico and went to Japan, and it's a mix of all that shit. It's a mix of all this shit here, but I think I completed this thing. So I'm about to go back upstairs and play the Division 2. I gotta go see if it's gonna going back to downloading yet. Yeah, we'll see. We will see you guys on what is it, on December 16th. I gotta find what the hell happened. See you on what's it, on December 16th or whatever. That was on if it's called the birthday celebration of Matthews James Shaw, who had to be my older cousin, my oldest cousin. He met me when I was in diapers. He knew me through my pops, man, my moms, man. That man, they're no longer here. So I gotta just go. I gotta go do something, throughout the story of my oldest cousin Matthews, because that's blood, that's family. I would never betray that. But I still got I'm down with Matthews. I'm down with Avis. They're both my cousins. They're blood cousins of mine. But this family. I just hope they quit that petty ass fucking childish ass bullshit. Squash that shit, and then yeah, squash that shit. Shake hands, and end that fake ass shit, man. No use for that. It's not what my aunt had wanted at all, man. I mean, my aunt, she sure does not want this at all. She doesn't want that. So when she's no longer with us, you know, don't give a fuck about what happened in 1999. That's just the past. It needs to be like the whole shit needs to be squashed. It needs to be squashed. Because I love my cousins for life, man. Jamar included, Matthews, Avis, and Rodney. I love them. I love them all. I love them all the same. You know what I mean? They're my aunt's sons. They're like my aunt's kids. My respect I had is for her grandchildren. I respect love for them. So that's family. Well, I'll never betray all of that bullshit now. I will never betray that. I gotta stay indebted, and stay loyal. Because if I don't stay loyal, I'll get excommunicated. That's worse than the goddamn uh polygamous cult. That's gonna be more sick and sadistic and weird. You know what I mean? That's gotta do is get that loyalty going. No need for all that bullshit, you know, betrayal and all that bullshit. Shit's bigger than my uncles, Fabian Brian Shaw and the late Louis Calloway Shaw Senior. It's bigger than them. It's time for everybody to get along and get on the same page. It's time for everybody to get along, be on the same page, and unionize and unite. That's what they need to do. Get that unity back again. We need to stand up and unite. We need to get that unity going, man. Or it's gonna be against us all. Just like Arsenio Hall tells Easy E in 1994, 1993. You know what I mean? We need to unite. We need to stand together and unionize. That's what we need to do. None of that divide and conquer bullshit. That divide and conquer bullshit, it needs to be dead. This calls for a union. It needs to be united. Everybody needs to be reunited and be back together for some reason. To bring the whole band back together. So I would have had to reunite the whole family and bring them back together. I cannot do that. Only my uncle Fabian Brian Shaw can do that. Only he can do that. I'm not gonna be the only one to do it. So no more taking the bullets for the culture. That's something Bun B will say on Long Live the Pimp. The Pimp C documentary. It's time to unionize. That's right. If we don't unionize and reunite and get that unity going in this family, all this is gonna crumble and it's gonna fall apart. It's time to heal. It's time to heal and 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 erase all the old wounds. All the wounds need to be healed uh, as much as it can. See you guys on YouTube for the birthday celebration of Matthews James Shaw. Okay? See you on the 16th.